Ngayon naman, Aljo, pag-uusapan natin, alam mo ba, 1949 pa lang magkaugnay na ang bansang Pilipinas at Turkey. Pagdating sa pagtulong, pagdating sa kultura, pamahalaan at mga kalamidad. Umaga, alamin natin ang kanilang mga programa. Together with our very special guest this morning, we have Mr. Hans Arslan, President, Pacific Dialogue Foundation, and Mr. Selim Sirinoglu, Vice President ng Pacific Dialogue Foundation. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning, Boss.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting us.
All right, to start off, let's talk about your foundation, Pacific Dialogue Foundation. What is this all about?
Yes, Pacific Dialogue Foundation is a non-stock, non-profit, non-sectarian foundation established in 2010 by volunteer Filipinos and Turkish people. Our aim is to improve the relations between Turkey and the Philippines.
So it is based here in the Philippines?
Yes, based in Manila. And in fact, I am living here more than 10 years right now.
Wow, you know how to speak Filipino?
Konti Tagalog.
Konti Tagalog. But you've mentioned about the relationship between Turkey and the Philippines, and you're currently doing projects. What are those projects?
Yes, and we are organizing some conferences, roundtable discussions, seminars on social issues, interfaith dialogue, and then health issues. So that we will understand each other more. And we are also trying to improve the relations through universities. Our foundation facilitate the relations between Turkish universities and Philippine universities. Like UP and LaSalle, UST.
So you like offer scholarship programs?
Yes, yes, and also exchange programs also. Yeah.
Okay, so what's unique about Turkey and the Philippines? If you will compare the two countries in our both efforts in order to mitigate the harsh effect of natural disasters. We are talking here about typhoons, we are talking here about lindol.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
One of our function of our office also organized trips to Turkey and vice versa. 3 years ago, maybe you know him, Randy David, from Inquirer. He was able to visit Turkey, and once, while we are walking along the street, stopped a street child and asked him, "Do you know Philippines?" Surprisingly, this child said, "Yes, I know."
Yeah.
You need help. This is the first, impression of the child. In fact, partly it's right, partly not. So, Turkish people know just Philippines with this typhoon, but Filipinos also don't know Turkey.
Yes.
Don't know Turkey because it's too far. Maybe some people, few people from Turkey. That is why we are organizing trips, conferences. And in 2013, the devastating typhoon in Tacloban, if you remember.
Yolanda?
Yes. And that time our mother organization, or let's call also sister organization in Turkey, in Istanbul, was watching, monitoring the typhoon in the Philippines. And then they called us, a typhoon is approaching to Tacloban area. We are coming.
Actually, we are bridging the gap between Philippines and Turkey because we have direct flight from Manila going to Turkey.
Yeah, it started last March 3rd.
Turkish Airlines?
Turkish Airlines started direct flight from Manila to Istanbul.
All right, let's talk to Selim here. We know that you have scholarship programs. So, what are the current programs that you are conducting right now when it comes to your scholarship students or your scholars?
Well, for example, during the typhoon Yolanda, actually I was there personally with the mother organization. The typhoon hit Yolanda, Tacloban, Saturday, and we reached there on Wednesday. I stayed there actually for 1 week. During that time, we tried to do many things in Tacloban, such as repairing the schools, opening vocational courses, and etc. But at the end of the 8th, we choose 20 intelligent students from Tacloban with the help of the local government over there. And We have 2 schools in Manila, one in international elementary school and one high school. Those are based in San Juan area. And we brought these 20 students into in Manila, and we give them full scholarship for their whole education life. Especially for, not for whole education life, for their elementary school, for their high school time. And if they also success, if they also have high school at the end of their graduation, we're also planning to give them scholarship for their college life as well. And other than that, we have schools in here, as I mentioned. They're private international schools, but most of our students over there actually have scholarship because in the entrance of the an exam to see their abilities, to see
if they're qualified.
Yeah, if they're qualified. And if they're qualified, they can get like scholarship up to 100%.
All right, so we want to know more about your project. So besides, you've mentioned about education, and you help the Philippines when it comes to disasters. What are the other projects?
Well, we are trying to communicate, coordinate with the local organizations here as well. We are trying to bring the culture together, but on the other hand, we are also an interfaith organization, interfaith dialogue organization. Next month, for example, we are going to, on the November 4th, we are going to coordinate with the local organization here, and we're going to talk about the Mama Mary in Bible and Mama Mary in Quran. And we're also going to talk about the woman in Quran as well, woman in Islam. And the next month, following that, we're going to organize an event called No Ice Pudding. We're going to prepare, we're going to go to facilities, universities, and we're also going to talk about it as well. We're going to inform about that. And other than that, we sometimes open up cultural exhibitions. We talk about some poets, eminent poets, etc. So upcoming projects are more on the seminars at the moment.
Okay, so more on forums, trainings, and seminars.
Yeah, panel discussions and seminars.
You discuss about scholarship. What particular scholarship programs do you offer to our Filipino
Besides
children?
that, the local students we are bringing from Tacloban to Manila, we also get scholars from Turkey to Philippines, from Philippines to Turkey. Right now we have around 50 Filipino students studying in different courses of private and public universities of Turkey. And also we have 50 Turkish students scattered all around in the Philippines, like Davao, Manila, Baguio, Cebu.
From Davao. Have you been there, Davao?
Yes, yes.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, we have friends in Davao. Yes,
I also have friends in Istanbul.
Istanbul.
We're planning to go there, hopefully this year.
Oh, we have another project. End of this month, we will be traveling to Turkey with some government friends, government officials. It is cultural and also educational.
Hope we can cover any cultural event in Turkey.
Sure.
Maybe you could bring Good Morning Boss there and cover any cultural event. Anyway, for those interested viewers who would like to help your company, most especially to your scholars, how can they find you? Or how can they contact you?
In fact, we are sometimes attending some programs organized by some universities here. And like UP, like UST and LaSalle, maybe in those forums and fairs, they can approach our foundation and then they can ask more questions about this program.
All right. So before we end, Aljo, do you have any questions?
I just want to know what particular courses our Filipino children or Filipino
are you offering
in Turkey? Yes.
Yes. Mostly educational courses.
Medical courses?
Educational courses.
Plus child and development.
Yes, child and development teaching. And then also business courses.
Business courses.
Business courses. Yes. and also international relations in Turkey.
So we have this exchange student program
Yes.
between Turkey and the Philippines. It's a nice program.
Napakaganda, Aljo, kasi mas napapaigting at napapalakas ang relasyon ng dalawang bansa, itong Turkey at Pilipinas, at nagtutulungan, lalo na we all know Philippines is the third most vulnerable country when it comes to disasters and calamities. So napakaganda na may ganito silang klaseng programa na nakakatulong sa ating bansa. Before we end, do you have any message to our viewers?
We would like to thank PTV4 for guesting us today. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was Mr. President of Pacific Dialogue Foundation. And we also have Selim Sirinoglu, Vice President of Pacific Dialogue Foundation.
Thank you.